Good afternoon. Would you like to try a free sample of our double fudge brownie?
Oh, sure. That's very good. I'll just take one more, just to be sure. Yep, still very good.
Some things never change, like never being able to take just one free sample. And Geico saving folks lots of money on their car insurance.
Is that macadamia nut I taste? Let me take one more.
Sir?
Yeah, I thought so.
15 minutes could save you 15% or more.
10-Minute Murder contains depictions of actual crimes. What you are about to hear is real and violent in nature. Discretion is advised. This is 10-Minute Murder.
Welcome to 10-Minute Murder, the brief and bingeable true crime podcast. I'm Joe, the host, and thank you for being here. Months ago, I did an episode about a young newlywed couple having issues in their marriage. He was keeping some pretty dark secrets that he shared only on private social media accounts and occasionally with the next door neighbor. One day, while claiming he was full of over-the-counter medicine, he killed his wife. Researching that story opened my eyes to several other claims of cold medicine making people do erratic things. By the way, if you want to listen to that one, it's called Cold Medicine Killer. The story today, I could title the same thing, except there's way more to it than a murder while high on cold meds, if that's an actual thing. Michael Anderson killed his roommates, but that's just where the story starts. Before we get going with it, let me remind you that if you're new here and not yet subscribed, you can do that now. As a subscriber, you get all the episodes straight to wherever you listen, just as soon as I upload them, with no delay. Plus, they'll automatically come to you. You won't have to search for 10-Minute Murder several times a week to see if I've released the new episode. If you aren't new here, but you're still unsubscribed, I don't even know what you're doing with your life. It can't be cool things, though. Today's story takes place in Hickory, North Carolina. Let's get to it. Michael Anderson grew up in foster care after he was removed from his parents at age 7 due to abuse and neglect. At age 18, he set out on his own and got mixed up with a crowd that introduced him to taking large amounts of cold medicine to get high. At 19, he decided that he wanted to experiment with being bisexual. So he went to a club where he met 36-year-old Steven Starr. They talked for a bit, and they hit it off pretty well. Hearing that he was newly out of the foster care system and his living situation was not concrete, Steven offered to take Michael in to live with him. After a few days of living there and being bisexual, Michael Anderson said that his experiment with the same sex was over, and he turned straight again. He didn't want to be Steven Starr's live-in boyfriend anymore. He told him that, but Steven kept making moves on him, sometimes touching him in sexual ways. You can't take Michael's version as all facts, because there's obviously another side to that story. Soon after Michael moved in, Steven posted on his Facebook that he has a new son. So from his perspective, that relationship was different. The post was on February 6th, 2011. 8 days later, at 4:04 a.m., in one run-on sentence, Michael Anderson posted on his Facebook page, "God forgive me of my sins, of which I have done. Please let your holy name be with me as I go to the heavenly place. They will not take me alive. My killing starts tonight. I kill one by one. Hopefully, I kill more than one, though. It seems that I would rather want to kill a lot more, but oh well, one will do, I guess. But if you get in my way, you will be next." Obviously, with the typos and huge grammar mistakes, it's difficult to read, but you can absolutely get the gist of what Michael Anderson was trying to say. At 4:13 a.m. that morning, he posted, "I finally cracked, guys. I really did it this time, guys." About 30 minutes later, he called 911. Here's a portion of that call.
Catawba County, 911.
Hi there. I'd like to report something.
Okay, what's wrong?
I took some pills and, the pills made me go mad and, I murdered, my roommate.
You murdered your roommate?
Yeah.
Where are you at? What's your address?
5209 Roots Drive, Hickory, North Carolina.
Okay, what do you mean you murdered your roommate?
I shot him 3 times, then I used the axe and mutilated his body.
Okay, where is your roommate now? Are you still in the house with him?
Yes, I'm right here beside him.
Okay, what's your name?
Michael Anderson.
Okay, Michael, what did you take that made you do this?
I took, OD'd on Mucinex DM. The dextromorphine, makes me, feel a little weird, and I took too many.
Okay, what is your roommate's name?
Stephen Starr.
And you said you shot him?
Yes.
Okay, where is the gun at now?
In my hand.
In your hand?
Yes.
Okay, I need you to put the gun somewhere, okay?
I don't know what to do now.
What? Listen, I'm going to stay on the phone with you, okay?
I don't know what to do now.
Listen to me, I'm going to stay on the phone with you. What part of the house are you in?
I'm in the master bedroom.
Okay, where is your roommate at?
He's in his bed.
Okay, can you take the gun and put it down on the floor and go to is the living room where the front door is?
No.
Okay, where's your front door at?
As you walk out the, master bedroom, you turn right.
Okay.
Left.
Okay.
In the front door's right there.
Okay, can you lay the gun down on the floor?
Oh, Lord.
Okay?
I don't know why I did it.
Okay, well, we're going to get you some help, okay?
I stopped taking my meds for ADHD when I was, 17, but I didn't think it mattered, but...
Okay, that's okay. I'm going to help you, okay?
I started getting real bad on drugs and stuff, and then I killed my roommate. I can't believe I just killed my roommate. My life is ruined. Oh, and ma'am?
Uh-huh.
Just some things in his body that you don't want them to see.
Okay, well, I've got you some help on the way out there, okay?
You're not going to know who it is.
Okay, I want you to stay on the phone with me till they get there, okay? All right?
To a mental hospital, too.
We're going to get you some help, all right? Did you and your roommate get in an argument, or this just happened?
We met at I went to I was straight, and I wanted to go, bisexual, just to experiment, and I went to a gay club, and I met him, and went to his house, and he took me in, and I turned straight again, and he wanted to, touch me and stuff, and I wouldn't let him, and he kept trying, and I waited until he went to sleep, and then I shot him 3 times, and then I mutilated him very badly. I'm sorry. Oh, God. I'm sorry, man, but the axe is inside his stomach.
Okay, I want you to stay on the phone with me, but you say you do not have any weapons with you, correct?
No, ma'am.
Okay, I just don't want you to have any weapons in your hands, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right.
I'm sorry to ruin your night, ma'am.
What?
I'm sorry to ruin your night.
You're fine. We're going to get you some help, okay?
I've got blood all over my hands.
Okay, I want you to I want you to stay where you are, okay?
Michael Anderson blamed his actions on a couple of things. The first one being that he didn't want to be gay anymore, and Stephen Starr wouldn't stop touching him. The second was the 19 pills of Mucinex he said he took. When police got there, they found the blister pack of medicine with that number of pills gone. They also found Michael covered in Stephen's blood. The slang for getting high like that is referred to as robo-tripping, triple C's, or Skittles. Stephen Starr's body was mangled by Michael Anderson. He was shot in the head once and twice in the chest. Any one of those wounds would have been fatal alone. His left ear was partially cut off. Michael stabbed him over and over before going outside and getting the axe he had been using to chop wood with to do more damage to Stephen. He then carved the word Joker into his chest and stomach. His body was so mauled, it couldn't be transported to the medical examiner's office in one piece. Michael Anderson pled guilty to second-degree murder with the aggravating factor that he took advantage of a position of trust or confidence to commit the crime. He will serve a minimum of 16 years in prison. And that's today's 10-Minute Murder, the brief and bingeable true crime podcast. Question: Are we connected on Facebook? What about Instagram? If we aren't, let's fix that as ASAP as possible. I'll leave a link in the notes of this episode, or just as easily, you can search 10-Minute Murder and it will pop right up. Subscribe to the podcast if you haven't already. If you have and you enjoy it, it would be really neat if you left a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. And hey, do you have friends? If you think any of them might like this weird little true crime podcast, let them know about it. Thank you for listening. Have a good night.